3 steps to actually decrease dishonor and increase honor in your relationships. Okay. And whenever I speak of relationships, I really speak of, we all have like a relationship with ourselves and other people. So the first thing we got to get to do is really have a connection with ourselves as well. So one of the things that causes us disrespect or dishonor is we forget to be grateful for the things that we're doing. So if you forget to be grateful for who you are and what you do, you will eventually dishonor other people. And if you forget to be grateful for the people around you, you will absolutely start to dishonor them. Like a garden, and you forget to actually water it, eventually it will absolutely get withered. So that's one of the things. The second thing is we also get to actually, what we do is we focus on the flaws. We're so fixed on what's not going right with the person. We look for it's kind of like looking for the tiny, a water drop, and you forget to see the waterfall. Or it's kind of like looking at the shadow, like looking at your shadow, but you forget to see the beautiful sunset or the sunrise. So that's the thing we do. We focus on the one thing or the few things that the person has done wrong, and we keep focusing on that negative part of them or their past. We're so fixed, or we're fixed our opinion and want to change it. The third thing is we actually, what I call it, fractured boundaries. What we do is we fracture people's boundaries by being disrespecting, by saying jokes that may not be okay with people, and but we don't care about that, because when you're very familiar with somebody, you start to disrespect who they are, disrespect their own boundaries, right? And the thing is, like I told you in the beginning, we do this for ourselves. We forget to be grateful for our own qualities. We focus on what's so negative about ourselves, and we fracture our own boundaries. Just like I think about fracturing, like when you break your bone, you usually, when you get healed, you're going to put a cast around it, right? But when you don't, you get to get injured again. Those are things that we do to ourselves, and we inevitably do it to others, that decreases our self-honor, and it increases our disrespect and that dishonor. Okay, 3 things that you can do to help you to get to that next level is start honoring and having increasing honor in your life. The very first thing you want to do is have consistent gratitude. Gratitude is consistent. Gratitude, again, like the analogy of a garden, you got to plug in self-honor, plug in the self-care to have that garden like blossom, right? Like that's gratitude, right? You have to constantly be grateful for the things that you're doing. A lot of things that when I coach my clients, I tell them to really have every day to find 5 things that you're doing that you're actually proud of. That will help. All right. The second thing is you want to consider the qualities and your accomplishment. You want to consider those. You want to consider the fact that you do have some quality and other people do have. You got to be curious about that. Why? Because it's so easy, as I said before, to forget to focus on just the flaws. So you got to really look for the things that are going well, not only in your life, but other people's as well. Other people in your relation, in your life as well. Okay, lastly, you have to also create and maintain boundaries. How do I create and maintain boundary? You need to cultivate respect when you speak. Cultivate respect and speak with honor and plant those seeds of honor. And that's how you also maintain boundaries. And you get to say no as well. You get to say no. But I think the first 2 things that I just told you, number one, when you're constantly grateful for the things inside of you, when you're considered other people's quality, including yourself, it's easier for you to create and maintain boundaries.